The Bishop of Gibraltar, Carmel Zammit, has today been presented with the keys to a new car. Over £12,000 was collected by the public and the parishes. He was also presented with a new chalice and mitre by the Adolfo Canepa, who organised the collection.
Obviously, being given a new car is a boost for me, it's a new experience. I hope I don't have too many scratches on it quickly. In Gibraltar, you know how things are, So anyway, but I am very, very thankful, very happy that I was given this. I was also given a chalice and a mitre, which are more appropriate for me. Those are things that I can use. Obviously, the car I'll use also when I need it. I prefer to walk and I prefer the bike, but sometimes you have to use a car, obviously.
He's always been interested in cars, however, and remembers his first car fondly.
The first car I bought in Gibraltar 40 years ago cost me £25, and it was an Anglia. And it was quite old, so old. At that time, I didn't give much notice to cars. But on one occasion, I was driving it. I was coming back from school, I remember, to St. Joseph's, and turning round to go into where the church is, one of the wheels came off. The front right wheel, I remember that. And I went down Scott Hill on 3 wheels without brakes, because if you lose a wheel, there are no brakes, as you know. And at the end, I managed to park it against the curb, and luckily, nobody was injured. I was very lucky, and I thanked God. At that time, I saw the funny side of it too, but it was something very, very frightening also,
Also in community this week, we spoke to 8-year-old Sophia, who's been busy making scented cushions to raise money for Breast Cancer Support Gibraltar. She spoke about how long she'd been working on the project.
3 months, about 3 months.
To make all of them?
Yes.
And was it a lot of work?
Yes.
And why did you choose to raise money for breast cancer?
Because my auntie, she worked really hard, and she was working in this group for breast cancer, and I wanted to help.
It's such a good cause, and you raised loads of money. How much did you make?
I raised £1,277.07.
The volunteers at the charity do a huge amount of work for breast cancer sufferers in Gibraltar, and I asked them what the money Sophia raised may be used for.
We buy most of the things we buy for the GHA to better the service. We want an excellent service. So whenever they need, the GHA needs something to help women. For example, the last thing that we bought was a chair. I mean, by chair we always think a chair, but this is a very comfy chair where they do the biopsy and the ladies, feel very comfortable. So that was the last thing we bought. Yeah, now they're asking us, and we are looking for
the bottle warmers.
Oh, and it's true.
The bottle warmers. Yeah. We bought bottle warmers for the X-ray department. When you go and have mammos, basically it is quite cold. So it's basically a warmer. You stick the bottle in there, and when you have the gel on, the gel is actually warm. So it's not that uncomfortable to have that, because you do have to go through an uncomfortable feeling having the mammo itself.
Sometimes you think little things so silly, but all those things, helps you, makes you more comfortable.
Should you wish to find out more information or donate to such a worthy cause, you can find out more from their Facebook page by searching Breast Cancer Support Gibraltar.